Yo, what's up? Peace. So, man, this has been like the 20th time I've tried making this video. I hope I'm talking loud enough because I'm at home right now. I was trying to make it in the library, didn't work. Uploaded it, tried to upload it, didn't work. Anyway, here we go. I'm gonna try to do this one take, non-stop. Let's go. So, all right, first thing I'm gonna talk about is the MCAT. So I got my MCAT scores back. My I wanted to get a 30 or above, didn't get it. Didn't get the score that I anticipated. So, what killed me was the verbal. The verbal destroyed me. And I felt like I practiced enough. I felt like I did a lot of just practice questions. I just felt like I gotta, you know what? No excuses. No excuses for me. I'm not gonna talk about my excuses. I got a bad score, and that's it. And the verbal was what killed me. Of course, I was pretty satisfied with my biological sciences and my physical sciences score, but they could have been higher. Nonetheless, it felt discouraging when I got my score, but I remember before I got my score, I told myself, look, Hensley, if you don't get a good score, you're gonna have to take this again. You're gonna have to suffer again, and I accepted it. So, and in no way I felt like within the 1 month of studying that it was not enough studying, because I went over so much. No one knows but me the amount of material I covered. And but I'm not going to talk about my strategy because I didn't get a good score. I don't want anyone using the strategy of someone that didn't get a good score. So, and I'm not going to say what my score is on YouTube. Of course, like, there are people that there's people closer to me that I've just told them what my score is. But I feel like asking someone what their MCAT score is like asking someone who's married, how was the sex last night? It's like you spent all this energy and all this time and effort, and you expect to do a good job. You know what I mean? You expect your partner, to say, "Oh, yeah, you did a good job." And what if you do? It's all good. Everything's perfect. But when it's not, when you don't do a good job, it's completely, insanely, inevitably embarrassing. And I feel like it's the same thing with the MCAT. Like, you spent all this energy, you spent all this time, all this suffering, and you expect to do good. And it's like, hey, I'm gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be the doctor, and people expect you to exceed at everything. And when you get a low MCAT score, it's as if you're not sufficient enough. You haven't acquired enough knowledge or intelligence in order to reach the level at which those around you need you or expect you to reach. So, and at the end of the day, me telling people my MCAT score is not going to help them. I don't see the point of it. And I see why certain people won't say their score. You know what I mean? So I'm going to take it again in June. I know what to do. I know what to focus on. I'm going to suffer again. I'm smiling now, but when I was studying, it was horrible. It was stressful, reviewing all that material, getting questions incorrect. There are times I get a lot of questions correct. That felt good, but it was always foreshadowing getting incorrect questions incorrect. But I know what to do. I'm gonna take it again in January. January is the last month before AAMC starts to give the 2015 MCAT. Other than that, enough about the MCAT. I'm leaving that until January, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna try to make this video quick too, because the other attempts were long. So other than that, Orgo, I'm taking Orgo 2 and the lecture and the lab during the summer. We have like 2 weeks left. So far it's going good. The lecture, just a crap load of reactions. It's a lot of reactions. If you understand where your electrons are and where they can go, it's a piece of cake. you know at the end of the day, most of those reactions are dangerous, which means you're not doing it in the lab, which means knowing the mechanism of the reaction helps you to understand the reaction, or helps you to memorize the reaction. I hate using the M word, but I think that's like what it is, seriously, simply because a lot of those, even if you know where your partial charges are, there are certain reactions that won't have the nucleophile go where your electrophile will go. There's so many other places your electrons can go. It's like, okay, which one isn't most likely to go? And you have reaction X, the electrons go more where you didn't anticipate them to go. So I mean, it's doable. So when I'm finished, I'm going to talk more about that. Lab is lab. We're synthesizing compounds. We have to synthesize 6 compounds. Most of them are in sequence, meaning we make compound A, and we use compound A to make compound B. Compound A is the easiest, and maybe your compound B isn't a high yield, but you have to use compound B to make compound C. You could use compound A to make compound D, and the yields just decrease after that. You see what chemists go through, how things aren't always perfect. You have a reaction that has like what 20% yield, 30% yield. That's just chemistry. That's just the way matter is. Just so happens nothing is perfect. Sometimes you just mix 2 things together and not everything reacts. Anything can happen, dependent on temperature, dependent on pressure. There's just so many variables that can change. So that's lab. What else? I've been making, other than that, it's summer. I'm starting to work out. Like I need to work out. I need to build muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been skinny my whole life. I want to look the part. So I've been doing that, and I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit. That's my mentality. Since I was like 15, I've been playing basketball. I sucked horribly, because I'm not like most black people who've been playing basketball since they were 7. Then I played football, sucked at that, but I got better. I got faster, and then I learned how to play soccer when I was like 17. Now I play soccer predominantly because that's what like most people around here play. Now I feel like I need to like build the muscle. I want to show people, like, I feel like your body reflects your mind. And I'd like my body to reflect my mind, like the capabilities. Enough about that. I want to talk about research more. I told myself, I think in a previous video I said I was going to talk more about research. This video is getting too long. I think I'm going to end it here. So, peace. Shoot me a comment if you love me. If you don't, shoot me one anyway. Stay positive. Tell me how you guys are doing. Shoot me a message if you want to. And this is the journey. Peace.